I swear I saw him walk into the house even though he was buried that same morning. My name is Danjuma. I work as a security guard in a small town in Nigeria. A few years ago, I got a job at the mansion of Chief Obina, the richest man in the area. He was feared and respected, but no one liked him. People whispered that his wealth came from dark things, rituals, sacrifices, things that make your blood run cold. I didn't believe in all that. I thought people just envied him, until the night everything changed. Chief Obina had died suddenly. No one knew how. Some said he had a heart attack. Others said the spirits he had been dealing with finally came for him. The whole town came to his funeral that morning, even though they hated him. They wanted to be sure he was really gone. By evening, the mansion was empty. His family had gone back to the village to mourn. Only me and the cook, Mama Ifeoma, stayed back to watch over the house. The air felt strange, heavy, like something was pressing down on my chest. Around midnight, I was in my little security post by the gate when I saw movement in the corner of my eye. I turned, and there he was. Chief Obina, wearing the same white agbada he was buried in, walking up the driveway. I froze. My brain couldn't process what I was seeing. He looked real, not like a ghost, not transparent or floating, but his face was wrong. His eyes didn't blink, and his mouth was twisted into this horrible smile, like he knew a secret I didn't. I wanted to scream, to run, but my legs wouldn't move. I just stood there, watching as he walked past me and into the house like nothing had happened. I don't know how long I stood there before I heard Mama Ifeoma scream. It jolted me back to life. I ran inside, my heart pounding so hard I thought it would burst. I found her in the kitchen, trembling and clutching her rosary. She kept pointing to the living room. I peeked in, and my stomach turned. Chief Obina was sitting in his favorite chair, staring at nothing, his hands folded neatly on his lap. His skin looked gray now, like old ashes. Mama Ifeoma whispered, "We buried him, Danjuma. We buried him." I don't know how we managed to survive that night. We locked ourselves in the kitchen and prayed until the sun came up. When morning came, the chair was empty. I quit that same day. So did Mama Ifeoma. I don't know what happened to the mansion after that. People say it's still there, but no one dares go near it. They say Chief Obina still walks the halls at night, counting the blood money that brought him so much wealth in life. I don't care if you believe me or not. I know what I saw, and I'll never forget it. After I left the mansion, I tried to forget what I saw. I moved to another town and got a job as a night watchman at a small warehouse. I told myself it was just a bad dream, that maybe I imagined it because of all the scary things people said about Chief Obina. But deep down, I knew the truth. 2 months later, I got a call from Mama Ifeoma. Her voice was shaking so much, I could barely understand her. She said, "Danjuma, they didn't listen. The family, they opened the house." She told me that Chief Obina's oldest son, Chijioke, had returned to the mansion with a group of his friends. He said the rumors were nonsense and that no ghost could scare him out of his inheritance. They had a party that night, drinking and laughing, trying to prove they weren't afraid. By morning, all 6 of them were dead. Mama Ifeoma heard the story from the cleaner who went to check the house the next day. She said they found Chijioke and his friends sitting around the dining table, their faces frozen in terror. Their eyes were wide open, staring at something no one else could see. The food on their plates hadn't been touched, and the chair the one Chief Obinna had been sitting in that night, was pulled out like someone had been there with them. I couldn't sleep after that call. I kept thinking about how close I'd been to staying in that house, how close I'd been to whatever that thing was. Then, strange things started happening to me. At night, I'd hear footsteps outside my door, slow and steady, like someone pacing back and forth. When I looked out, no one was there. One night, I woke up to find my bedroom door wide open. I always lock it before going to bed. I swear I felt someone watching me, but the room was empty. I knew I had to do something. I went to see an old herbalist in the village. People said she knew how to protect people from evil spirits. When I told her my story, she didn't look surprised. She said, Chief Obinna was a wicked man. He used people's blood to make his money. And now his spirit is bound to the things he gained in life. If you're being haunted, it means he marked you.